So we are here at this strategic litigation workshop with lawyers from 7 different European countries to look at how the international human rights mechanisms and international human rights law and standards can be used more effectively to protect the rights of migrant children in Europe.
We are lawyers from different countries of Europe that are participating on the project, and we are doing strategic litigation. We are learning how to use international instruments to resolve or try to resolve a difficult national situation about migrant children.
First of all, it's interesting because we're really making a network. This is a platform for exchanging ideas and knowledge. As concerns the international mechanisms, we see the practical importance of their work.
The Committee on the Rights of the Child is somehow just starting now to work on cases that have been registered. So there is really a momentum to ensure that the cases that reach this committee are actually good cases, also in terms of advocacy, so that the committee can really build a strong jurisprudence since the very beginning. And I believe that's the real added value of the FAIR project.
From one side, it's very good for us, or for me, to argue the case and to see if I can convince people and if I make good arguments. And at the same time to get the feedback, very valuable feedback on the case and of ideas what else we could use, especially if we think of European and international human rights treaty bodies or courts we could use.
But then also the other lawyers from other jurisdictions where actually things work differently in the other countries, they can give them really a lot of ideas on how things could actually work, because often people are a bit caught in the national systems, and it's just this is how it works here and there's no way to do it differently.
And this event about strategic litigation is trying to ensure that we assist lawyers to identify and then to bring cases that are going to promote the sound development of the law for the benefit of asylum-seeking children.
What happens in Strasbourg is one of the admissibility requirements for us to examine the complaint in substance on the merits is that you've exhausted all domestic remedies, which will almost always take several years. So in a way we always experience a certain delay in seeing the human rights problems from occurring. So it's very interesting for me to see how is the situation in Greece, in Spain, in Italy. How is it in Germany, in Northern Europe? I think this is really an enriching discussion.
So we filed a case at the European Human Rights Court a few years ago on detention with the help of ICG, who provided a third intervention, and we won, and it had a clear impact on arbitrary detention, and we have at the moment a case pending in Strasbourg as well on a similar case on arbitrary detention, basically detention with no legal ground.
And I think also that the workshops of the project has opened our mind to international mechanisms of human rights, and that's very important. Fundación Raíces, after that workshops, have submitted 11 communications, and I think that the workshop constitutes a turning moment.